Hello guys and welcome to the winter roundup, the spring announcement video. This is where I am going to crown my top 3 anime of winter 2021. Hello, I am Clockwork Noodles. I have been breaking down the anime for a couple of seasons now. We generally look at things like colour composition, we look at the way characters are perceived, developed, and we just do a lot of analysis. And generally I just tell you guys what I love about a certain anime episode or not. Next season is going to be a fun one, a jam-packed fun one. But before we go into that, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you turn on your notifications, click the bells, get everything, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out on the channel very shortly. There is also a Discord channel to allow you guys to get notifications whenever videos are released on the channel, and whenever there are delays I can talk to you guys, tell you what's up. So it has been one hell of a season. Winter has been a great one. It's been full of sequels. We've had controversies. We've had some really amazing animes coming out. What did I overall think? As always, we're going to start at the honourable mention and go right down to the crown, who is wearing the crown. Bear in mind as well, guys, that if I haven't watched something, it's not going to be on here. So if you're looking for something like we do of Healer or something like that, which might be on here in your eyes, it's not on here because I haven't watched it. So this is just out of the stuff that I have been watching. In the honourable position, I am going to put Kemono Jihen, just because it has surprised me. I think I've had a lot more fun with this anime than I thought I did. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've loved the style, loved the artwork, really enjoyed the premises, like the way that the characters bond. I like the subtle horror elements. I thought there'd be a bit more horror, but there wasn't. Overall, I thought it was solid. I didn't think it had any dipping points. I didn't think there was a bad episode. I just think it was a solid overall performance. Really enjoyed it, and plus you guys seem to like it. I think it was the only video really pulling my channel through, so it's going in the honourable position. In third place, we have Dr. Stone. Of course, I have enjoyed the second season of Dr. Stone. I absolutely loved it. Really liked this first season. Second season was solid. We have now got to a very interesting position, so I am really looking forward to what next. What is going to happen now? We've got our Stone Wars out of the way. We've actually moved things further ahead. Really enjoyed the return to the Stone World. Enjoying it as always. So let's move on to our silver positioning. I am putting Jujutsu Kaisen in second, which means some of you probably can guess what number 1 is. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, claimed a high ranking last season as well. Really enjoying the Jujutsu Kaisen. Didn't think I would. I didn't think it'd be something I would be interested in. Absolutely loving it. Really liking the fight. Really liking the way that Mappa is doing its visuals. Absolutely loving some of those characters. Some of my favourite characters, obviously Nanami, because he is Kenjiro Suda's VA. Love him to pieces. Really enjoying the story that is unfolding. Can't wait to see where we go in the future with that one. And Mappa taking on the second and first this time. I am putting in first position Attack on Titan, because it's been something that I have been watching for many years. Always had a very good interest in that story. The story's always been one where you can't really see too far ahead, so if you don't know what's coming up, you're always trying to counter guess and you're always trying to figure out where it's going to go. And this season has just been every single episode I've been on it, looking for these things, trying to work out what's going to happen. It's been a long road of twists and turns. I have to give it to Attack on Titan. I really do. Absolutely fantastic season. It's probably going to be number 1 for a few people, so I don't feel too bad putting it up there, but at the same time I feel bad because I feel like my top 3 this time follow the norm. I think they follow the norm of most people going to be putting those ones in their top. But those are my top 3, guys. And that is my wrap up for winter 2021. It's been a fun season. We've had a few controversies, things like Promised Neverland kind of bombing, sadly. But there's been some good ones. I've really enjoyed watching things like Non-Bureau's second season. I've enjoyed just watching Horimiya. Horimiya almost made it into my honourable spot. It was a bit on the bouncy side, so there were some episodes I really like and some episodes that I just felt were okay. Those are my shout outs. That is my wrap up for winter 2021. Thank you guys for your continued support. Now let's look ahead. Let's look at a new season. It's a new season. It's time for some new anime. Right, guys, these are going to be the anime I watch, but I won't be doing any YouTube videos on. Doesn't mean they're bad animes or anything. Just means I feel like I want to watch them in peace, When I break down the YouTube videos, I have to attack the anime in different forms that I wouldn't normally do if I was just sitting back chilling out. So first things first, I'm kicking off my watch list with the Fruits Basket finale because I've been following this one through for a very long time. About time to see how it ends, have it all wrap up. As a manga reader, I can't wait to see how they bring the ending to life. Can't wait to see that one. Full marks for Fruits Basket, love it to pieces. Favourite character, Hattori, all the way, love him to pieces. Next up, let's go into probably the funkiest title of the season. We're going to have I Shaved, and then I Brought a High School Girl Home. This one is a rom-com. The Japanese title here is Hige wo Soru Joshikyosei wo Hero. Just because I know you guys like to laugh at my bad pronunciations. That's this one. This is a rom-com, so if you want something light-hearted, funny, it's just gonna probably bring home some of the gags. This one I'd recommend. I think it looks really interesting. The premise is fun. This is also a season where we've got quite a few rom-coms coming out. Another rom-com I am putting on my list is It's Too Sick to Call This Love. Koitu Yobu ni wa Kimoshi Wari. This one is another rom-com. I think this one's going to be a little bit different from the I Shaved and Brought a High Girl Home just because that one seems a little bit more lighthearted. This one could go either or way. So it's a rom-com about an older man falling in love with a younger girl. That's the basic premise on that one. So interesting one to read. I'm going to put it on the list just because I think it could be interesting to watch. Another one we've got this season, which is a sequel in a sense, is Hetalia, Wild Stars is coming back. Been quite a while since we've had anything on the Hetalia front. Always something lighthearted and funny, just to kind of end my days. It's comic anyway, so it will be an anime I kind of sit down with after a hard day of work, have some fun. It's going to be a fun one. One to watch out for this season, I think, which could go either or way again, is by our leading game designer, Square Enix. We have The World Ends With You. The artwork on this one really gives me Kingdom Hearts vibes. I don't know why. This is a game adaptation, so if you've played the game already, you, again, are probably looking forward to this one coming out. It's kind of a battle royale, a survival game premise. I could be horrifically wrong by saying that, but it's that kind of sense where the characters are thrown into a world where they've got to fight their way through it. So that is The World Ends With You. Another one we've got coming out is Shadow's House. This one is interesting. I don't know a great deal about it. It just caught my interest where there are shadow versions of the people who are living in the house. So it looks a little bit creepy and I like the art style. So put it on the list. I think I'm going to have a bit of fun with that one as well. We've got Mashiro no Oto, which is a music and a school anime. I love Japanese music. I like animes about music. So generally, if there is one on the release schedule, I will be watching it. On the list as well, I have Godzilla Singular Point, just because it sounds interesting. I don't know if it is officially part of the Godzilla franchise or whether it's just called Godzilla for the fun of it. Hopefully it has got some kaiju madness in it, but that is, again, on my list. Looking forward to watching that one as well. On the list as well, we have a fun sporty one because it has some sports going on. I've got Bakuten, which is following a story about men's rhythmic gymnastics. I like sports. I generally enjoy sports anime, and it's been a while since I've watched a decent sports anime. So going to put it on the list. Hope for some fun, hope for some interest. I don't really know a lot about the world of rhythmic gymnastics, so it'll be interesting to see if the anime gives me any insight into that world. On the list as well, I've always got to have a slice of life. This season's slice of life is Super Cup. It is an anime about a girl who basically motorcycles around Japan. To be fair, I'm just really hoping I get a lot of beautiful screenshots of rural Japan, big cities, and as she explores Japan via her two wheels, we also hopefully get a look at the beautiful countryside, the world that Japan is, having something a bit more down to earth, an anime which is a bit more down to earth, following, just as Slice of Life does, following the pace of life. On the list as well, we have Odd Taxi. And Odd Taxi initially, it gives me Bartender vibes. I don't know if anyone's seen Bartender. It's all about a guy who rides a taxi and he meets odd customers at the late of night. So the stories will be probably episodic as they centre around the people who get in the taxi and who have their little tiny stories. Something I think sounds quite interesting. On the list, we have got The Saint's magic power is omnipotent. Seiju no Miyoko wa Banu desu. This one is a light novel adaptation, so it may not be for everybody, but again, on the list, because I generally have some kind of Becca's Trash anime on the list because she enjoys watching it. It looks like it's going to be interesting and it's going to be a bit of fun. Of course, I have a movie coming out this season as well. It's Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop, which is Sada no Yo ni Kyotoba ya Wakagao. And this one is interesting. It's kind of a slice of life again, and it's all about that kind of teenage lovey drama, that kind of thing. Something fun to look out for as well. And on the list as well, I'm kind of tacking this one into its own little section. This one could go either or way, but it seems to have a lot of hype. So we're going to quickly end this section on the hype anime. This is 86, and I have seen this one rattling around the comment sections and quite a few videos as I was trying to work out what would be good to do a release on. 86 is a military drama. It's got a bit of a Seraph of the End kind of feel to it. If this turns out to be really, really good, I might do a late release on it anyway, so bring some videos out depending on how it is. The art style looks really, really interesting, so I really hope that it delivers on the plot and it isn't just a load of people hyping it up. So that is what I plan to watch on my own time kind of videos. We are now going to go into what videos will I be breaking down via YouTube, what will we be having some fun with. I think you guys might like this. So I have picked out 5. One of these on the list may or may not be released, depending on if I can get hold of it or not. So let's go into the things that you guys are waiting for. What is this channel doing this season? What animes will I be breaking down in spring 2021? Let's go. Bear in mind that some things like My Hero Academia season 5 and some of the big names that you guys might be expecting are on the list. With My Hero Academia, I am actually 2 seasons behind, but when I watch it, I won't be breaking it down. Those things I'll be dealing with in my own time. So if there is something on here you don't see, it might be a case that it doesn't quite interest me or it's on the list for a later date. So starting off the YouTube breakdown list, I'm coming in with a season 2. There are a couple of season 2s on this list, the first of which is Zombieland Saga Revenge. When I first sat down and watched Zombieland Saga, I didn't know what to expect. Now, I don't mind idle animes. People had really hyped this up. Like, I was seeing the people who you wouldn't normally expect to watch a idle anime telling me to watch this anime. Of course, we all know the big meme of her being hit by a truck with the whole kind of isekai meme. The truck-kun meme was born from this anime. Season 2 is coming out, and I am definitely going to be breaking this down with you. The mad scientist that is Okibe Rintaru, who is the voice actor for our lead guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Gonna have to do a refresher course before watching it. Him, absolutely love his antics. Fantastic VA. Really can't wait to see where we go with Zombieland Saga Revenge, because the first season was such a ride. This one will be airing on April the 8th, so that will be your Thursday release with me. So fun times for you guys. The next anime on my list, let's stick to a bit of an oddballer here. This is going to be the one I put in because I expect it to be a dark horse anime. This is Vivy, Flourites Eyes Song. If you guys are expecting me to give you a lowdown on what this one's about, I don't actually have any ideas what it's about. All I do know is it is coming out from Wit Studio, and anything Wit Studio tends to work on, I tend to really, really like. The artwork looks absolutely fantastic. From what I can gather from the images, it's going to be futuristic. It's going to be, from some of the pictures, it's comparing a past to a present, so it's probably going to be a case of a dystopian future type thing. Vivy seems to be an android of some sorts. I can't give you much more information on that. That's why we're going to be breaking this one down, because it looks really good, but it could flop. So at the same time, it could absolutely flop to the floor. If it does, and if the next one I mentioned as well doesn't, if I can't get my hands on the next one as well, I will still be bringing 86 across. So 86 will be the swing anime. If I can't get hold of something, or if Vivy kind of flops down, I will bring in the other one to fill out the gaps, so don't worry about that. Vivy comes out on April the 3rd. That is a Saturday releases. Fun times. And let's quickly talk about the one which I may or may not be able to get hold of, but I am looking forward to like there is no tomorrow. That is The Way of the House Husband, the one which has been rattling around, and it's thankfully bringing Kenjiro Suda to the forefront of the news and getting him some much loved appreciation, because I love the guy to pieces. Anybody who's been watching this channel, generally if there's an anime with Kenjiro Suda in it, that character kind of pops up a lot in every episode because I love him to pieces. There is another one on this list with him in it, so that might give you guys a hint at what the other anime with him in I am releasing on is, so if I cannot get hold of Way of the House Husband, because I don't actually have Netflix, if I can't get hold of this one, I may have to wait until it's a bit more widely available to do the releases on it, but I will at some point do it. I hope to do this one as it comes out. I might have to borrow a friend's Netflix account. I do know a few who could basically do me a few favors. This one comes out again on April the 8th, so that would have been a clash with Zombieland Saga anyway, but I have kind of dealt with the clash this season quite nicely. I feel like I handled Dr. Stone and Promised Neverland. I handled that okay, so even if I could get hold of it, it's not a problem. I will be releasing a schedule after this video in about 4 days, just so you have the official channel release schedule with the dates and what days you can expect what anime on. Let's go into the top 2. So I believe we may as well start with the one that we all know is coming. Yes, Moriarty the Patriot. Season 2 is on our way. A Sunday release. This is the 4th of April. The first episode will be airing. You guys knew this was coming. Everybody knows this was coming. It was such a unexpected big hit on my channel. Everyone was chatting about it. We had some really great conversations going. And plus it's an anime I can bring in the history degree. I can talk about my experiences and how English something really is or how accurate something is. It's an anime I really look forward to seeing the next core. So really excited to bring you guys Moriarty the Patriot. Cannot wait to see how Lewis is doing. Is he a bit more stabby this season? Who knows? Can't wait. So that leaves the last and final anime on our list. The one I did mention to you guys last time, but it got delayed and I was like, oh damn it, that's why I had to bring out a second anime instead. This is To Your Eternity, and the Japanese here is Fumitsu no Anata e. That is To Your Eternity. That comes out on Monday the 12th of April. This is an anime I am all over. I am over it because it's going to be meta. I'm over it because this is one of those animes which I think is going to make you think. It looks amazing. It starts out with just nothingness, or the character which plays a blob which can transforms into other life forms and eventually turns into a humanoid life form. Going to be one of those long journeys which will teach us lots of morals, and I think it's going to be a tearjerker as well as an anime. Kenjiro Suda is in this anime, so of course I'm watching this anime. I wanted to air it this season with you guys. It was supposed to come out in winter, but it didn't. It was delayed back to spring, so thankfully I get to put it on the list. Yes, you can count there are 5 animes coming your way because I am that generous and can't wait to put myself through the stress of doing so many again. Bearing in mind that if I cannot get hold of The Way of the House Husband, I will bring 86 to the breakdown table. Lots of fun things for you guys. I really hope as well that you guys will be joining me on at least one of those animes next season. I will be releasing the official release schedule that normally goes on the front page of the channel, hopefully in 4 days. It won't take too long to actually put that together, mock it up, so you guys know exactly what to expect and when. Thankfully this time my schedule isn't all clumped together 4 days straight, which I had in winter. I had every single day something going on, which was really bad, especially when I had an early start at work. So this schedule looking a little bit more healthier. Really can't wait to see where these animes go. I think I've got quite a nice mix going on. There's a lot of different animes going on. So obviously we've got the fun light-hearted animes like Zombieland Saga on the list. To Your Eternity is going to be a heavy one. Moriarty the Patriot, again, that's a historical. Whenever I end up doing any video on that one, it ends up being a mission. So that one is going to be working me overtime. Vivy looks like it's going to be an interesting one. And The Way of the House Husband, if I can get hold of it, it's going to be fun. I'm going to subvert my expectations as I've been told to do. Cannot wait. So I hope you guys are excited for the new season. There is so much good stuff coming out and I cannot wait to share it with you. Cannot wait to get my claws into these animes and break down some more unexpected victims. It's going to be fun. I hope I see you next season, guys. And in the meantime, until the new anime starts popping up, take care of yourselves and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.